Welcome to Practice Admin Scheduler Training for the Reports. If at the completion of this training you have additional questions, please open a ticket with our support team by emailing support@practiceadmin.com. During this training, we will be working under the Scheduling tab in Reports. And the reports that we have available are in this drop-down menu, beginning with your appointment list by patient. This is an appointment list that you can create either by patient, facility, provider, appointment type, or appointment status. You would go ahead and enter in your date range in the from and to, and then to generate the results, you click on the Run Report button. This particular report is very helpful because you can change the columns. Go ahead and click on the Change Columns button, and you're going to get a customization pop-up box. You can go ahead and select email address and move that over, and it'll then add the email address column to this report. Vice versa, if you did not want to see the column for facilities in this report, then you could go ahead and click on the title of the facility column and go ahead and click on and drag that over into the customization box. When you're ready to review or go ahead and print this report, you're going to click on the printer in the top left corner, or you can click on Print Preview and it'll show you a preview box here. From the preview, you can manipulate the page setup or the margins. You can export the document into one of these types of files. You can even email it. There's a lot of different options in the print preview, so feel free to play with that and figure out what's going to work best for you in your practice. There's also a direct export button here in the top left corner to send it directly to Excel. These are your printing options in the top left corner. There are some additional options additionally or attached to the patient. So if you right click, it does give you the option to change the appointment status. The appointment status is in this report listed in the very last column to the right. And if by chance that was not correct, you could go ahead and update it here. All right, let's go look at another report, Unbilled Appointments Report. This is a great report to be able to compare the patients that were scheduled and that are on your scheduler, and it'll look at who has been billed over in the billing manager side to make sure that you're not missing any charges. Again, to generate the report, you're going to click Run Report here. It is going to exclude any canceled or no-show appointments by checking this box here, or it's not going to match up against a specific billing provider by checking this box here. All right, again, with the you do have the ability to right-click, and this time we can change the status, look at the appointment notes, also look at the appointment history. And this report also has the Change Columns button for customization. All right. Another good report would be your appointment summary. This is very helpful for providers to be able to look back and see what has happened with the appointments that were scheduled, how many were booked, no-showed, canceled, and seen, and then the amount of time that was spent for each appointment type group. One more I wanted to show you would be this patient registration form. Let's go ahead and select that from the drop-down. And again, we're going to click the Run Report button. Now in this report, you can go ahead and click on the printer in the top left corner, and it will print you the list of patients here that are coming in within the date range selected up above. However, in order to generate your patient registration form, you would right-click over a patient on the list, and then you can either generate all forms or generate just one selected patient registration form. Let's go ahead and generate just the selected and open. And here's your preview of what that patient registration form is going to look like. It does have your practice information it's going to pull in, and then of course any details that were already added into the system is going to pull into the different fields for your patient. This report can be great either for new patients or existing, depending on if you need to have them to fill in the details, or you can print this out and they can verify the accuracy of the information you currently have on file for them. Close that. The additional reports are certainly available for you. Things like eligibility results would depend on if you're using that eligibility feature. The recall list would also depend on if you were adding in patients as recalls. And then your encounter forms, that report would also depend on if you had sent us over an Excel spreadsheet that you wanted us to load in that was like your super bill that can be printed out for patients' encounter forms. All right, and that covers the basics of your reports for the scheduler. Certainly, if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to reach out to the support team by emailing support@practiceadmin.com. Thank you for your time.